everybody, this is Jeff. I just sent out an update. Wanted to give you guys a picture of what God was doing and what we've been working on as part of that plan as we head towards Seaside, Kauai. So right now we are finishing up a bunch of stuff at our house and working on a bunch of things with preparing for the coffee bar and building team and all the other things that are going on for the core group of people that are still here with us and working with us, both finishing here at Seaside and all the partners that we have through Seaside and other places, and continuing to build the team that is heading with us to Kauai. So right now, as of December 31st, that'll be our finishing date here at Seaside in Bremerton. And on the 1st of January 2013, our family will board a plane, and with a couple other people, we'll be flying out. And we'll be the first of a total of 7 families that are moving to Kauai to help start Seaside Kauai. Now this is a huge deal. 7 families have committed, including our own, to be the core team to see this church started and planted. So right now we are working with those families. We're meeting with them and just talking about life and what's going on. And we're just starting some of the core kind of building phase. And so what's happening is these families are planning. They're also looking at their whole world and saying, well, what will this cost us? What's it going to look like for us to join this work? And for some of them, it's selling a business. Others, it's selling their home. Some, it's selling cars or adjusting their kids for school and all the other pieces that are going on. And so we're just kind of sending out an update to ask if you would be praying with us for those families as they are making this transition. Any transition is hard. Any change that might cause disruption in the way that we've been living life is hard. And for these families, it's going to be difficult to be able to say goodbye to extended family, just all the things for many of them that they've always known, to see this new work planted and to see the work that God wants to do in them go forward. And so if you could, be praying for wisdom for them and for strength to be able to have clear conversations with the family members and friends that may not get the cost and may not get why somebody would want to move. We would just ask that you would pray for just a low stress transition for many of them moving over the next 4 to 6 months. They're going to be faced with a lot of interesting questions, and they just need to have the ability to say, God, what do you want in this story? What is your purpose? What should we be doing as part of following your particular will in our lives in this season? So that's the first prayer request. The second one we have for you is that we have a lease proposal in to a foundation to possibly get into a building. Now this is huge for the coffee bar concept that we're working on. We've been buying a ton of equipment, bought a big old espresso machine on Monday, been buying commercial dishwasher and refrigerators and all these other things, and we're preparing on this end, but we don't yet have a facility secured on that end. And that's partly because of the distance and partly because of the place we chose is a very unique circumstance that could work out great or it could turn out horribly. We aren't sure yet. So we're just asking that you would be praying for us as well as we're proceeding and seeking God in this next part of the story, that He would help us to understand and have wisdom on whether or not to pursue this space, that we'd be able to get a timely answer on the rent and everything else that we need to go through, and then whether or not we're supposed to just continue to push on. Regardless, our hope is that we'll have a place secured so that we can start permitting and all the drawings and everything else that needs to happen. But if that's not what God wants, we need to have just strength and perseverance and the faith in what God's doing so that we can continue to persevere and seek other things. It's so amazing to see God work in the story, and you never know exactly how the story is going to work out. If we could tell you all the things that God's doing right now that just don't make absolute sense to us, good, and some of it not as good, but most of it being really great. It's amazing to see how He's pulling the story together. So we want to continue on His path, doing the things that He is calling us to so that we don't miss out on the story that He's calling us all into. So as always, if you're interested in partnering with us and you haven't already, either through prayer or financial support, please let us know. You can either email us or give us a phone call or just touch base with us personally. We'd love to hear from you. If you have questions in regard to Seaside Kauai, we'd love to be able to give you more info on that as well. We have some various documentation and stuff like that we could pass on your way. And as always, if you're already on board with us and praying for us and partnering with us in other ways, we thank you for that. We love you guys. We hope that you're doing well, and we look forward to giving you more updates over the next couple months on what God's doing. All right. Hope to talk to you later. Bye now.